Modern cameras are complicated pieces of equipment, so when you get a new one, you'll want to make sure that you set it up well. If you've got your camera set up well, it's going to give you the best photography experience and the most enjoyment. You're going to be able to take better photographs when you're confident that your settings are in your control. This is my most recent camera and probably the most complicated camera I've ever had to set up. This camera here is my main workhorse. It took a bit to set it up, but that was a long time ago. I've been using it now for about 10 years. And this camera here was my first camera. It took no setup at all, but I did need to know how to put a film into it. That was it. It does take a small battery for the light meter, but apart from that, it's completely mechanical and very simple to use. Modern cameras are not in the same category. With my new camera, I can turn it on and use it like a phone to take photos with if I want to, but what's the point in owning a camera if you're going to use it like a point and shoot or like your phone and not have any creative control of it? And to have creative control, you've got to have it configured well and set up properly, and it just takes a little bit of time and effort to get to that point, but once you've done that, you're free to go and make the best photos you possibly can. If you have bought a new camera recently and haven't got it set up well, it will be satisfying to a point to use it just like you take photos with your phone. It's easy, you don't have to think too much about it. But after a while, you're going to wonder what on earth you bought a camera for if you're just using it the same way that you use your phone to take photos. With your camera, you can do so much more when you're in control. Cameras have basically never changed, right from my first camera. It's still basically a box with a hole in it. It's got a lens on the front and it will allow you to capture an image. In this case, it was on film. Now it's on a digital sensor. If you control it well, if you're feeling comfortable with it in your hands and confident to use it, you're going to get better photographs. So it really does pay to take a little time to work through the menu systems and understand what the main functions, what the essential functions are on a camera that you need to control. I've written a 3-part step-by-step guide that will take you through setting up the essentials on your new camera that will make it much more enjoyable for you to use. And you can work through this guide and have your camera set up and ready to use with very little effort. This guide on setting up a camera is not specific to any one model or brand. It'll work with a DSLR or a mirrorless camera. It takes you through the essentials that every camera has and shows you how to configure the most important controls that you'll want to know where they are and how they work on your camera. And once you've worked through this and been enjoying taking photos for a while, you might like to come back to my blog or my YouTube channel or both and have a look at some of the other articles and videos and courses on how you can build your photography skills. I've put a link to these resources in the description below this video, so please do check them out. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're new to our channel, please do consider subscribing and clicking that bell icon so you can stay up to date when we release new videos. Thanks for watching.